feet. Maid's lead in a box again. Remote control instruction book pack. That is the TV from the front, the side and the back. Remote control instruction book pack. Some paperwork, more paperwork. 4 self-tapping screws. AAA batteries for the remotes. Quick look at the remote. It is Bluetooth as well as infrared. Mute at the top, power on and off, channel numbers, source or input button, quick settings button, coloured buttons there for apps and media playback, user access or profile button, voice command button, that takes you to the dashboard, left, right, up, down and enter, cursor arrows, back button, home button, TV guide, volume up and down, channels up and down, Freeview play button, info button, Netflix, Prime, YouTube, TCL channel, TCL home and web browser button. Flip it over, bit of pressure on the back, AAA batteries into the back. Figure 8 mains lead in a box, straight figure 8 input into the TV, UK mains plug the other end. 2 metal feet, cast alley I think. Nice, marked right and left. Through holes, 2 through holes in each for our screws to go through and attach to the TV. Underneath as well, we do have these little rubber pads to stop it sliding around, scratching or marking any surfaces. TV now laid on a large flat surface. I'm using the box and the sheet. I'm going to drop the camera down and fit the feet next. 2 little pins there. I actually just broke one off putting the foot the wrong way. 2 indentations there for it to go into, and it should just go on like so and self-tap her through into the hole there. I'll quickly just wind that in. Nice and solid. Same for this side. Well, looking at the connections running down the side of the TV, you've got USB 2 socket at the top, half amp, LAN or wired internet, HDMI 1 marked 4K, HDMI 2 marked 4K, aerial or terrestrial aerial in, satellite in, digital optical audio out, HDMI 3 there, and that is EARC, so enhanced audio return channel. Connect your soundbar, sound system or whatever, it will feed the audio out from that port to the soundbar, for example. Also, when you turn your TV on, it will turn the soundbar on. Turn your TV off, it will turn the soundbar off. And also use your TV remote to do the volume. It will do the volume up and down on that soundbar. You've got a USB 3 socket there as well, and I think it's marked 900 milliamps or 0.9 of an amp. AV adapter, so you can use composite into the TV. That's your red, white and yellow phonos. And headphone out, so that's your analog headphone out, so you can either connect wired headphones, or if you've got an old stereo and it's only got auxiliary in, you could do 3.5mm jack out, 2 phonos, and give audio to your old hi-fi or whatever, and also do the volume on the TV to that. So pretty cool. Opposite side of the TV, you've got the AC in for your mains cord or that figure 8 mains cable to attach to. Onto the dimensions, 50-inch model. Most annoying thing on these will probably be the wide feet. So in total 86 centimeters at its widest point, or 33 3/4 of an inch. And I will promote my own material now, because you can replace those 2 feet with a universal central base. So I'll put a card up there somewhere, wherever it appears. Take those feet off, put a central base on. You don't have to replace your TV stand or whatever furniture it sits on. So have a look, unless you already know about them. Right, depth for those feet from the back to the front, about 30 centimeters or 11 7/8 of an inch. Whatever it stood on to the bottom of the TV, 7 centimeters or 2 3/4 inches. To the top, 71 centimeters or 28 inches. Across the top, nice tiny thin bezel on this one, I must say. 111 centimeters or 43 3/4 inches. Looking at the TV from the back, M6 bolts for those, probably 20mm or something will be fine. And it is 300 by 300 square on the V-mount. From the bottom of the TV to the centre of the first V-mount hole, it's about 64mm, and it does have a sort of badge bit hanging down. So if I include the badge bit hanging down, it probably adds another 5mm to that. Just that lumping out there. The only annoying thing with these TVs is the mounds of plastic they put on them, but for a good purpose I suppose, because it stops it coming all scratched up, but getting it off is a bit of a mess, so bear with me. Does have a nice little premium QLED badge on the edge of it there as well, pretty cool. TV is now wired to wide internet, aerial and mains. I'll dim the lights, turn it on. Connected to wide internet. There possibly is an update. If there is, I'll pause and come back because it takes forever. And I'll twiddle my thumbs. Could download in background. I'll download an update to make it fair. So I'll come back in whenever long it takes to do this. I think this TV is lying to me. Oh. Great success. Come on. Oh. Okay now. Ooh, nearly back in the room. Come on. My bedtime soon, Jesus. Oh, come on. Right, English UK again, wide internet, no new updates because I've just sat through them. So at home, sign into your Google account and you can get more apps, use the voice command, everything like that, and all the Google services, which is pretty good, and at home I would do. Accept that. Okay. Okay, going to skip that as well. So obviously sign in to use the Google Assistant. I'm not going to for now, but I would at home like I say. I'm just going to call it Android TV. Fine, install those services, and a bit of message there about what the TV's got. Okay, I'm going to say it's at home even though it is in the store, but for the demo I want it just on standard everything. So I'm going to let it do the channel installation and I'll come back when that's complete. And it is antenna for the aerial on the roof and digital. Right, brilliant. So if you have satellite you can scan another tuner mode and it will tune in the satellite channels as well. I'm just doing the aerial, so next. Skip. You can make a TCL account and get some benefits and services from TCL. TCL user agreement. And I think that'll do. Automatic updates I'm going to turn on myself, but that is a personal one, so personal choice for that one for yourselves. And that is bright. Holy. Let's just turn that down a touch. So just wait for this bright thing to finish, but that is bright. It actually looks really nice and uniform on the screen when it's bright like that. So pair the remote, hold down the home and OK button. Where's the home? There we go. That's now pairing. Here your TV and remote are now paired, thank you. Okay, I'm going to go straight to, well, I've gone to the home menu, going to go straight to the settings. Just see what we're on. So device preferences, let's have a look what's there. Quick start. So quick start's on, it will power up faster, fine. So enough of that, some stuff loaded up in the background. I want to get to the picture settings, let's have a look where they are. So press the settings button, you've got intelligent settings there, you've got intelligent picture and intelligent sound, so it should adjust the picture and the sound to look at the content you're giving it and automatically optimize that to give you the best picture and sound settings, but I'm going to leave it as standard myself. Picture I want on standard, so that's standard. Brightness is up at 100, colour 50, so I'm going to leave it as is. Look at the advanced settings. Dynamic contrast, dynamic brightness, I'm going to turn off. So I didn't want it on eco because it's going to try and dim it down, save a bit on electricity, which it probably won't save much at all. Screen settings, auto format, screen mode 16:9, so that's fine. Back to the advanced a sec. Motion, that's fine there. Clarity, I'm going to turn these off. So they're your digital noise filters. It's trying to tidy up the picture there, but it can cause unnatural movements or sort of lagginess. Gradation, clear. I'll turn that off. Okay, so not got anything with that on, so
election rally since last month's
quick bit of live TV, so I'll shut my mouth and turn the sound up.
And here in Chicago, delegates of the Democratic National Convention are waiting to hear from former President Bill Clinton and his vice presidential nominee.
So just realised subtitles are on, they're defaulted to on, so say quick bit of TV. Let me just switch them off. So I think you press the settings cog, down to channel, subtitle, and off there, and then back and back again. Oh shit.
In Bradford. Now from Wakefield to Paris, we catch up with Great Britain's wheelchair basketball captain ahead of the Paralympics.
Hello Hello, good evening. 4 bodies have been brought ashore from the luxury British yacht the Bayesian, which sank off Sicily on Monday. A 5th body has been located inside the vessel.
Mounting, especially for the experts. Rino Casilli is one of Sicily's top ship surveyors, casting off in his own yacht, about 1/3 of the size of the Bayesian. He took us out into waters he's been navigating for 30 years, and says for a super yacht to have sunk here within minutes, there must have been serious mistakes.
For that amount of water to have flooded in, it couldn't have been one single error. It must have been many. Perhaps a large compartment was left open for a long time. We had a weather warning beforehand, so there should have been 2 crew taking turns on overnight watch, and it should have been moored in the harbour.
And what of the extreme weather that hit the Bayesian? He says it still shouldn't have caused such damage.
I've been in a waterspout myself, while in a much smaller, older wooden boat, and we got through it fine. And I saw other boats next to me at the time whose masts weren't damaged by it. You need to be on alert, but it passes quickly. I just don't understand it.
As we arrived in Porticello, the site of the capsizing, the rescue work went on, and with it, the search for answers.
Well, we've reached the spot where the Bayesian went down.
I'm going to press the Freeview play button, so it may ask me to accept whatever T's and C's to activate it. Okay, so press green to agree. Green coloured button, there we go. So that's the Freeview Play home menu, so you can see you've got your main things for the UK anyway: BBC Sounds, Pop Player, STV, S4C, iPlayer, ITVX, All4, My5 and so on, loads more. Great player, sounds great. Going down some featured stuff as well, so any of that brings you those programmes back up on demand. Obviously you need your internet connection. So next, if I go to the guide button,
Viewers continue to find
you can see there we've got the TV guide, so we've got that vertical yellow line that represents the present time, and if I wanted 2 sisters 1 goal, I could wait till 11:30 whenever that's on, or I could actually press OK because it's got that yellow symbol on it, so that will load it up from Freeview Play, which will load up BBC iPlayer and play that on demand, or Miriam Margoyles, or I can go backwards on the guide to say 1 o'clock this afternoon. Oh. Headhunters, press OK to bring that up. Okay. Or I could see what's on later.
3 children killed in a house fire, which has triggered a murder investigation.
So if I wanted Piglets on ITV1, press OK button. It's not there on demand through Freeview Play, so I can set a reminder for that. Pretty cool. Okay. Press the back button, so I can go up and down that guide using the cursor arrows, or I can use the channel up and down to page up and down. And if I want to go back to BBC News and Weather, press the OK button and watch now, and I'm back there. Okay, bit of sports coming up.
Stadium in Singapore, they take on the Italian champions Juventus. Spurs include the likes of Dele Alli, Heung-min Son and Toby Alderweireld in their starting 11. Juventus versus Tottenham Hotspur, a fixture many in his kind of area. Heung-min Son for Spurs. They can't sneak it in
terms of form from that moment on.
Into Mandzukic, great ball. And he directed it to the corner. And those two working again. 4 on 3 here for Spurs. Son, well laid off, and Buffon makes a fine save. He's coming in for Miracle Miller. Troy Parrott denied on the first attempt, but Lamella was there to beat Buffon. Spurs have been the better team, and on the half hour, they lead Juventus. The foul to me on the edge of the penalty area, we play on.
I believe it was.
And Pjanic, Higuain, well worked, Gonzalo Higuain buries it, and he is a true finisher, and he's done it against Tottenham Hotspur before in the Juventus show. The man back from Chelsea has made it Juventus 1. Dicilio Up against Walker Peters. Oh, good cutback, and it's deflected into the net. And Ronaldo has his goal, and Juventus have turned this around. They now lead by 2 goals to 1. And there is the iconic celebration of Cristiano Ronaldo. She's out to win the ball in the Juve half, and what a pass for Lucas Moura. He's assisted the equaliser. Spurs are back level against Juventus. Great work by Ndombele, and Lucas Moura has stabbed it into the net. What an immediate impact. And brilliant work again by Walker Peters.
Boy, he was excellent in terms of his hold-up play. I can see him being there was an opportunity here.
Kane, what a done! What a goal to win it! Szczesny's caught out! Harry Kane has scored the goal of this tournament! That is extraordinary! Tottenham Hotspur 3, Juventus 2. How did he come up with that? Very special indeed! That is it. Tottenham Hotspur have won their first game of pre-season in the most extraordinary...
No credit to Ubisoft for this one. It's Star Wars Outlaws official world premiere trailer.
The Empire? They're everywhere. But the world here belongs to the syndicates. If I want to survive, I have to play their game. Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
There she is.
I've been held back my whole life. And now, I just need a chance to finally be free. Wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
The underworld shows no mercy. But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Star Wars Outlaws, coming 2024.
Hey, pretty cool. Credit to Ubisoft again for that one. Back to the home menu. Oh, when it loads up. Okay. So a quick look at the home menu before I go. So you've got home there at the top. Discover, so discover more stuff, personalised recommendations and apps. So obviously sign into your Google account to download apps that aren't already on. It's the free TCL channel there, so there's all sorts of IPTV stuff, loads of channels to look through if you're bored that are free. Looking down, what's already pre-installed on the favourite apps is Netflix, YouTube, BBC iPlayer, ITV Hub, which is actually ITVX now, and it is ITVX when you open it up. All 4, My5, Prime Video, Google Play Movies and TV, and you can add apps to the favourites there. Some stuff that YouTube recommended there, stuff from BBC iPlayer, ITV Hub, All 4, My5 and so on. UK TV Play, that's quite a good app. Get a few channels through that. CBS Catch-Up, STV Player and more. So all in all at the minute this TV in the UK retails at about $349. So for 349, 50-inch model, it's pretty good. 2-year guarantee with that as well. So TV's pretty average. It's nothing special or exceptional. The brightness is probably exceptional, I'd say, though. Picture-wise, pretty good on the 4K stuff. Bit jerky on that 4K football. So I don't think that's the screen. I think that's the processor maybe in the TV struggling to keep up with it. So if you had an external device like a PlayStation or a Fire Stick, it probably run fine on that. Normal TV looked good. Sound, a little bit tinny in places, although it was clear enough, but for 349 for a 50-inch TV, it beats most of the competition at that price point, hands down. And that is all for now. Goodish.